look pretty is a lot of work. This is actually a really bad week for me. How amazing are these red wine glasses? Fucking huge. I love it. Smize, you have to smize. What? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna do another makeup tutorial today. I decided to do my go-to night out look that I used to do when I had a life. I always go with like a neutral matte brown. That's my favorite. It matches everything in my wardrobe. I always like it, so keep watching and I hope you like it too. Starting with my brows, Anastasia Brow Take two. I'm gonna start with my eyebrows and the Anastasia Brow Wiz in dark brown. Next, we will prime our eyes with the Makeup by Mario Master Eye Prep and Set, and I'm gonna use shade Light. I really like this stuff. I will say, Makeup by Mario brushes are amazing. This is the only one I have. It's the dual-ended EF1, and this is so nice. I want them all, but I can't afford to have that. Now for eyeshadow, I used to like blend multiple browns to try and get the shade that I really wanted, and I would play with a lot of different palettes and it was just never exactly what I wanted. But now, Makeup by Mario has created this palette. This is the Master Mattes palette, and it is all I ever needed in my life. So thank you, sir. It's all matte browns, which is my shit. Love it, love it, love it. If you need a palette, like one palette in your life, this. So I'm going to start with the matte white shade, and I'm going to put that all over the inner corner and under my eyebrow just to highlight and kind of open everything up. Now I'm going to use a big fluffy brush, and I will go in with this really neutral brown shade up here, and I'm going to throw that all over the crease area. And I am bringing it out pretty far because I'm going to kind of create like an angle out here. Taking a denser fluffy brush, I'm now going to go in with this shade here, which is kind of a more red brown. And I'm going to put that down lower in the crease area. And I'm still going all the way to the inner corner and bringing it all the way out and kind of winging it. And I'm just going back and forth and adding a little more color, little bits at a time, just to kind of build the intensity to where I want it. And then I'll go back in with the initial brush and just blend the two together. Taking a flat eyeshadow brush, I just got like distracted by nothing. Taking a flat eyeshadow brush, I'm gonna go in with that exact same color, the kind of reddy brown shade, and I'm going to pack it all over my lid. Switching to this brush is just gonna make the color a lot more intense. It's gonna deposit a lot more pigment than that fluffy brush. So even though the color is the exact same, it's gonna look different. And I'm packing the entire lid all the way up to the crease. And then when I get to the crease, I'm turning the brush slightly sideways and going back and forth just to make sure it's diffused there and not a harsh line. Next, we'll go in with some eyeliner. I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury Rock and Kohl Barbarella Brown. It's the only thing I ever use. And I'm gonna throw this all over the lash line, and then obviously we will blend it out because that's what I always do. Next, before it dries, we're gonna go in with a little smudging brush. Let me find one. Here we go. We are gonna go in with a dark brown. So this one down here, and we are going to smudge that all out and kind of build some darker shadow and a darker shade. What? So we're just smoking it out so that it's darker at the lash line, and we will blend it then into the color on the lid. Brushing it up high into the outer V on the outer corner. Using the pencil brush, I'm going to mix that dark brown and the one we put on our lid. And I'm going to just further blend that darker shadow on the lash line. And I'm just blending it up, gradually adding color, but I'm concentrating the darkness on the outer V. And I'm taking just a really small brush and I'm fluffing that out a little more just so that it's blended really nicely. Going back in with that fluffy brush and that brownie red color that we had put all over our lid now, and I am just buffing it all over it so that it's just all seamless. Mascara's next. For lashes, like my favorite bold going out lashes are Lilly lashes. We'll be putting on, this one's Goddess. They're extreme and fluffy and full, but they're not like aggressive. They still look pretty and natural. Natural. Bullshit. Oh my God, look at these gray hairs. Okay, lashes are on. Not for my face. I definitely need to color correct today because I woke up with this big red thing. Using Naked Skin color corrector, we'll just dab that right there. And then around my nose, which is always red. And I've got some red spots up here. I don't know what's happening. They're just all over the place. I should have done this first, but Tatcha Silk Canvas, we need her today. The pores are just, I mean, they're not looking great. So I'm just gonna dab around the green shit. For foundation today, I'm gonna use up this Charlotte Tilbury Magic Foundation. Got a little tiny bit left, and the Nars Creme Brulee Concealer. And I will do that off camera and then be right back so I don't bore you to death. Lola, what's next? Now I'll go in with this. Okay, let's try again. Now I'm gonna go in with this Fenty contouring stick. This is in the shade Amber, which is a nice ashy brown shade for contouring. So I'm gonna draw my lines, my forehead, right under my cheekbone, starting at the top of my ear. And then I'll just dab my jawline. Using an angled contour brush, I will start to buff that out. I'm gonna put some on the back of my hand to warm it up. And then we'll go in with a little fluffy brush and I'll contour my nose. I'm just going to go in with a little more concealer down my nose just to really make that contour pop a little more. For powder, I'm gonna go in with my MAC Mineralize Skin Finish in Light Plus, and this is gonna be for my under eyes and my nose. I'm gonna warm up this contour and make it a little darker now with some powder bronzer. This is the Anastasia powder in Rich Amber. I don't know where anything is. What is wrong? More powder, because we're pretending we're going out and I'm sweating and dancing at a bar or getting drunk at a restaurant or something. So I'm going in with the Laura Mercier translucent loose setting powder and a big puff, and I'm going to press this into the skin just to make sure nothing's gonna move. Now for the contour, I'm gonna dip just the end and I'm going to trace this right under the back edge, and we're kind of gonna bake a little. This is the most baking I ever do. I'm not a baking fan, but so we're just gonna let that sit a little. So for the lower lash line, we're gonna use a flat definer brush and we're gonna go in with that really dark brown shade that we used to smoke out the upper lash line. And I'm going to push this into the lashes, right into the lash line. I'm not really smoking anything out yet. I'm just stamping it on Using a pencil brush and this reddish brown shade that we use basically over the entire eyelid, we are going to smoke out that dark brown shade on the lower lash line. So we're just going to, whoop, that's too much. Go back and forth and take our time with it until it is nice and smoky. And of course, we're gonna line the waterline with that Kohl brown pencil on the top and the bottom. Now I'll use my powder brush and just kind of get rid of whatever is left of that powder. For blush, I'm gonna go in with KKW, I can't open it, hold on. Woo, okay, Luxe blush, because it's a little orangey, so we're sticking with the undertones of the eyeshadow. For highlighter, we're gonna use Becca Champagne Pop, which I cannot show you because it's in pieces. So I'm just scraping up little tiny pieces. Then I'm gonna go over that with the Makeup by Mario Master Secret Glow. It's this really jelly, wonderful highlight. I'll just dab that on with my finger on my cheekbones. Just makes it look really natural. And I'll set the brows. Lower lashes. For lips, I'm gonna go Nude with KKW Beauty. Oh wow, it's falling out. Why does it do that? Ugh. This is Nude 2. And for lipstick, I'm going in with MAC Twig. Then I'll go in with KKW Juicy Gloss, which is this nude peachy gloss, and I'm gonna dab that right in the center. Set. Okay, that's the look. That's my go-to. I love a good brown matte look, clearly. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. I'm a disaster. Oh my God, you're so boring. Now, who am I? What has happened? Get together. I'm exhausted by that. Ugh.